Before podcasting, before Twitter arguments, TikTok rants, and televised political theater, there was one man who weaponized outrage and called it entertainment. A chain-smoking prophet of America's id, screaming his way through the late 1980s and inspiring a generation of loudmouths with microphones. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gospel according to Morton Downey Jr.
It's the media virus spreading all around. We're a pack of morons stuck here on the ground. They feed us the lies while we just stand by, drowning in the noise as the truth walks by. It's the media violence taking control.
All right, so welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the TMVP's retrospective on Morton Downey Jr., and we're calling this video "The Mouth That Birthed a Virus." And I got to tell you, man, you know, when I was a kid, the first time I saw Morton Downey Jr., the guy comes on TV. He's a full-grown man, chain smoking like he's trying to smoke the entire pack in the show.
Right.
Just absolutely going off on some college kid about patriotism or some. He's red in the face. And his thing was like, "Zip it,
Zip it."
I'm gonna start saying that. Zip it. It's like a drunk uncle at Thanksgiving, and I remember sitting there like thinking, like, wait, you can do this on TV? Like back then, TV was polite. Anchormen were calm. Like game show hosts smiled through their veneers, but Morton Downey Jr., he was pure chaos in a polyester suit. He didn't read the news. He set it on fire and threw it at people. Like he had like Jesse Jackson versus some racist politician.
Yeah. No, he'd stack the panel so that they would fight.
And then he would let audience members just come up to like a podium and start screaming.
Yeah.
Fantastic. We have a call-in number to let audience members just call in and start screaming.
Yes.
That's all we want. But and somewhere between the yelling, the fake fights, and the smell of burned nicotine, I thought, I can do that. That's showbiz, baby.
A brief history of yelling. Let's break it down, folks. 1987, the Morton Downey Jr. show premieres on WWOR-TV out of New Jersey, also known as Channel 9. The set looked like a nightclub where a democracy went to die. Guests included racists, feminists, punk rockers, priests, and usually they all ended up screaming at each other while Morton chain smoked and called someone a pablum-puking liberal.
You're a pablum-puking liberal!
For a year and a half, it was must-see lunacy. He was the original clickbait before there were clicks. Then, just as fast as he rose, Morton nuked his own career. In 1989, he claimed he was attacked by skinheads in a San Francisco airport bathroom. Said they beat him, cut his hair, and drew swastikas on his face. The problem was the swastikas were backward, like mirror selfie backward. Turns out Morton did it himself. The world's first recorded case of do-it-yourself hate crime. And that was it. His show was canceled faster than you can say, zip it.
Zip it. No, not for nothing. I would argue that, like, carving a swastika into your head is dedication to the bit.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, he didn't use a fucking makeup pencil.
No, he's no
carved
bit.
It into his fucking head. All right. So, I mean, he did it in the mirror. It looked right at the time. It was fine in the mirror. He couldn't understand. But just, I want people to, I don't know if people really understand the majesty of Morton Downey Jr. So I have this one is the best. It's a commercial. This is they use this to advertise the show.
If it's important to you, Mort's on it. Mort on politics.
The pablum puking Democrats. Let those simple-ass legislators do whatever the hell they want. She was a hypocrite. She was a liberal pablum puking hypocrite.
Mort on racism.
If you've never repented of your sin, don't give me never repent of your sin, you southern...
Mort on religion.
This is a nation of freedom of religion. Are you a religion? Are you a religion? No. Then you have no...
Mort on medicine.
The mullets in the crowd.
Yeah, right.
Oh, look at the hair on that one.
Yeah, look at the hair on that one.
I feel bad for the guy's got to sit behind her. Can't see shit with that.
Mort on
This is
She's
19
responsible for like 8 holes in the ozone layer.
right?
In the name of God. Because he is not a slut, you are.
Mort on the floor acting like a chicken. Yes, if it's important to you, Mort's on it.
You're wrong.
Now listen,
Screaming in his face, fingers and flying. His tie's undone.
And don't miss Mort on XYZ.
His tie's completely undone. He's just sleeves rolled up, screaming. And it's just some dude in the audience.
Yeah.
Just some dude that showed up and wanted to,
See the show.
wanted to chime in.
That's
Fantastic.
why he was the first wave of rage media.
That's
You
right.
see, brothers and sisters, before Tucker, before Hannity, before the endless scream fests of social media, there was Morton Downey Jr. He wasn't reporting the news. He was the news. He tapped into something primal. That anger sells better than truth, and outrage feels better than facts. The man was a televangelist of fury. His gospel wasn't about salvation. It was about ratings. And here we are, decades later, still living in the church that Morton built. Every podcast, every pundit, every shouty TikToker is just another disciple of the man who proved that being loud feels like being right.
Now, here's the thing. Morton Downey Jr. didn't make me who I am. He just showed me that a microphone is a weapon. He taught me that energy matters more than eloquence, that sincerity beats accuracy, and that sometimes the only way to make people listen is to make them uncomfortable. But he also taught me what not to do. He taught me to never fake a hate crime. That's one.
That's a big one.
This one's been tough, but never let the bit become the person.
Mm-hmm.
You have to keep, your personality, your on-air personality, and your off-air personality separate.
Yeah.
And never ever light a cigarette during a live show unless it's content. Morton was a cautionary tale with great timing. He burned bright, flamed out hard, and left behind the template for every loud bastard with a mic and an opinion, myself included. Your part?
Oh, so tonight, as we pour one out and light one up for the patron saint of performative rage, let us remember Morton Downey Jr. didn't just talk loud. He infected the culture. He made noise the message. And the virus lives on right here.
That's right. He screamed. He smoked. He self-destructed. And somehow, he left the rest of us the playbook. So here's to you, Morty. Wherever you are, probably coughing through eternity. Thanks for proving that yelling can be an art form if you're funny enough to survive it. Zip it!
I think we did good with that.
Yeah, it was good.
I like that.
Yeah, a little quick. Did you watch a lot of Morton Downey Jr. there, Pete?
I watched a little of it. It wasn't really something I was probably allowed to watch.
I wasn't allowed to watch it.
Yeah, it was one of those. If I turned that on, and if my parents walked in, like they'd have been like, "What the fuck are you
Oh
watching?"
yeah, I remember a Thanksgiving where I was like in my brother's family room. I was still young. My brother's much older than me, and somebody else was watching Morton, and I was just sitting there quiet. I'm like, yeah, this is fucking awesome. And somebody walked in, like, "Come on, what are you doing watching that in front of the kid?" I was like, "Ah, man, look at him, he's fucking screaming at you with a cigarette in his hand, and his teeth."
Yeah,
I think those are fake.
Oh yeah, those are definitely fake.
He can barely talk with those fucking things in his mouth. But anyway, I
used to smoke while I watched him.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to keep up or anything.
You couldn't. I don't know if he had somebody lighting them and giving them to him. You know what I mean? Because he just always had one.
Yeah.
But that's all I got for B Block. It's a short one.
Okay.
I think it's good, though.
It's definitely good.
All right.
Well, I'm going to back us on out of here. As soon as I make sure it's not going to loop. Set the volume. There we go. All right, folks. This has been your 256th. We promise it really is 256. U Block. A retrospective of Morton Downey Jr. This episode of the Media Virus Podcast is brought to you by 302-46 Voice. That's 302-46 Voice. If you want my voice on your project, dial 302-46 Voice today. Don't forget to check out our sister show on the Media Virus Podcast Network, Stepmoms Without Children. Join Ricky Rockdef as she takes a deep dive into the fascinating people she meets and thinks that you should meet too. Find Stepmoms Without Children at themediavirus.com, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your fine podcasts. Special thanks to mysportsreports.com and delawaresports.com, delivering regional sports coverage straight to your devices via stream and podcast. Learn more at mysportsreports.com and delawaresports.com. If you wish to sponsor the Media Virus Podcast, email your contact information to pml@themediavirus.com with the subject line sponsor, or leave us a message at 646-VIRUS01. On behalf of the infection team and our feckless leader, Matty Rockdef, I'm the Reverend Professor Mike Litoris, coming to you live high atop Uncle Butch Studios, with one hand firmly on the pulse and the other clawing for a shred of sanity. This has been the Media Virus Podcast. We'll be back next week. Find us at themediavirus.com, on social media, or download us now from your favorite podcast platform.